Hello, fellow special situations investors. Greg Miller with another edition of my YouTube broadcast of special situations investing with me. And today I am talking a little bit about Enel Americas. It's a utility company out of Latin America that is currently in the process of doing a tender offer as part of a merger. So two different special situations that are bringing it together, and there's some pretty interesting numbers here, so check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of my YouTube channel on special situations investing and my personal investing practice. As a quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. Any companies that I mention in this presentation are discussed solely for illustrative purposes. Discussing such companies and the specifics about them is to help educate me and educate you about certain special situations. It is not a solicitation to purchase them. I recommend that you conduct your own research and identify why you might want to own the company yourself prior to your committing of any funds. I also recommend that you seek the services of a financial advisor that has considered your personal situation as your fiduciary. And then finally, may your education here grow your knowledge, improve your personal investing performance, and give you the confidence to take control of your future. Thanks a bunch for watching. Now on to the video. Welcome back. Today we are talking about Enel Americas and their tender offer in conjunction with their merger with Enel Green Properties. And this one is a really fascinating tender offer. I spent a little bit of time looking at all of it, and I found it to be quite compelling in a couple of different ways on how you could play this one. Full disclosure up front, I have not yet invested in this one. I may still do that. I'm still doing some due diligence on it to see if it's really what I want to do. And I recommend that you do your own research if you are interested in participating in this one. So Enel Americas is a generating utility company for South America, and they service several larger markets like Brazil, Chile, etc. So it's a rather large conglomerate of energy generation and utilities for South America. The price of this tender offer is for 7,000 Chilean pesos per ADS. And I say per ADS because I'm looking at only things that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Some people might be able to participate in this in different ways if they have access to the Chilean Stock Exchange. If you do, realize that the Chilean Stock Exchange per share on that one, it looks like it's 140 Chilean pesos per share. So it's a little bit different. They're doing this tender for up to 10% of the entire Enel shareholder rights. And the reason why they're doing this is if they get over 10% for the shares, then they will not go through with the merger with Enel Growth Properties. So it's basically a vote of no confidence or confidence in Enel Americas and their decision to make the merger. So with that, I spent some time doing some digging because I think it's interesting when you have experiences like this that make it look like one way or another might be good or might not be. So first and foremost, let's look at the tender offer and let's see what the value is. So the tender offer is set to expire. I talked with TD Ameritrade on my own account for this, and it looks like they're needing something by the 9th of April. So here in just a couple of weeks, you can go in and participate for it. And at the current exchange rate, participants would get about $9.50 a share per share tendered. So that translates to be about a 14% gain for any interested participants. So I look at that one, I'm like, wow, that's not bad. I know I don't usually participate in tender offers that are outside of the United States or for companies that are outside of the United States, but this one I might make an exception if I decide to go that way. However, I decided to do some digging and trying to understand what the management team is doing. And may be the reason why there is a difference between the share price and the offer price. Looking at the merger documents with EGP, they got independent third-party appraisals of the company, and they're saying that they expect the share price to be approximately 153 pesos, 150 to 153 pesos per share on the Chilean Stock Exchange. Doing a little bit of crunching, doing some numbers, I determined that actually that turns out to be 7,644 pesos per ADS, which represents about a premium of about $10.43 per ADS. So that is prior to the tender offer for the shares. And you think about that, what if we knocked out 10% of the actual shares for Enel Energy for South America? And if we had done that, let's say they are able to get up to 9.9% of the shares outstanding. Say they were able to participate in that completely. Well, in that case, because if they don't, just realize that if they get more than 10% of shares, the way that it's set up, at least from what I've read, makes it look like they will accept a lower price, or they will not go through with the merger. It's kind of like you're voting with your dollars in this situation. Post-tender valuation would put that up to 10% more, because they went ahead and they bought back almost that 10% change. And in that case, then the company should be worth closer to 170 Chilean pesos per share. That translates again out to a higher amount for the ADS. And I'm calculating that to be about 8,500 pesos, Chilean pesos. And at the current exchange rate, that translates to be almost $11.59 a share. So, interested parties could look at this, and if the appraisal is correct, and again, that's one of the assumptions that's made with this. If the appraisal is correct and the exchange rate does not drastically change over the next several months, they could basically purchase this company and get almost a 40% rate of return. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be going through, so there's a couple of different ways that someone could play it. I think I might step back and play it like one that is not interested in the shareholder rights, and go ahead and take that 14% return. I think it might be worthwhile for someone, if they're interested in playing the longer game, to get into this, and 40%, and probably in the next couple of years at least. It might be really good. The only thing is it holds a significant amount of risk that would be involved in it. I don't know if I will completely do it. I feel like I need to do additional due diligence. But this is a rather large utility from South America. It's probably going to be around for quite some time. And I mean, if you want to participate in the company, you'll be a minority shareholder with a company that basically they can do whatever they want. But it is a utility. It'll have some dividends that are involved in it over the years. This really might be an interesting play over the next little while. So, interested individuals, go ahead and take a look at it. I really appreciate you watching, and you can always return the favor by hitting the like button and letting me know how much you appreciate these videos. We'll catch you next week. Thanks a bunch, guys.